Yo.
What's up, man? How are you doing? My little girl just woke up. Perfect time.
Oh, your kids up now.
Yeah. Wanna come? Wanna watch a movie? You wanna come on? You wanna come say hi to Luis? Wanna watch a movie? Okay. So here's your tablet. You can watch a movie. Can I podcast for a little bit? Okay. Does it work? Okay. All right. Cool. So hey guys, welcome to IntheBox Collection.
Yo, that's a good way to start it off, man.
Yeah. You can see me being like a horrible parent, but like, I think usually I'll have him kick it with it, but since there's only one, we want to make sure that she's laid, she knows how to lay low for a little bit while the other one sleeps.
That's right.
So yeah, welcome to an advice collection. We have parenting tips, I guess. No, we don't. But we're talking about.
Oh man, we're talking about. I was thinking like we just talked about the flopping video.
Yeah, we're talking about the flopping video. We're talking about streaming. There's the other one.
Oh.
And he's gonna go with his sister. He doesn't care about us. You guys want to come kick it? No? Yes? Yeah. Sometimes, like the big sister, like he just listens to her. But yeah. So hey man, when you have kids, just have two kids, so look after each other. It should be pretty quick and easy.
I just got the YouTube notification that you're live.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. We are live on YouTube. It's pretty I think
you're live.
Yeah. We're trying out we're talking about helping the community out. And we're just kicking it. Luis, you want to introduce yourself? Like I said, they know me. They know who I am. Like I have my 12 Instagram followers.
My name is Luis. On Instagram, you can find me at BroPunzel Cards 99320. That was my brother's Instagram name, and I used it for the card game. And I'm growing. I got like 120 or 150 followers. So if you guys want to follow me on there, check it out. I post stuff, I sell stuff, I buy stuff, join breaks, things like that. It's fun.
Post it in the comment, man. Promote yourself. I'm a fan of. I know that like this is in the box collection, and I have a lot of people coming into it. But at the end of the day, I love self promotion because, to an extent, of course, I don't want to the good balance of self promotion and like not spam, because people are like they're happy and they get excited to talk about the things that they're doing, right? And like, I know that when we do you should be able to post it in the regular chat. Do you have access to the regular chat or just a private chat?
Wait, there's a regular chat. I didn't even see it.
There you go. What's up, Patrick? But yeah, I like promotion and self promotion because everybody's doing something special. And like I want to see like IntheBox collection like grow hugely, but like Patrick is opening up his own store. You're over here killing it on Instagram, and like I may not be Jake Paul, but he's hideous. I'm like gorgeous, so
you could probably take him.
Yeah, I could definitely take him.
Yeah, you could take him.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, probably.
Man, the store. I actually had this idea of starting to do the card stuff when last year when it hit, and I finally put a little bit of money into it, and we're trying it out, so it's still in the early stages, and I'm still learning how to do all this online selling stuff, and it's all a learning curve, like you said earlier.
Yeah, I think the crazy thing about it is like the hobby is crazy in itself, and you're like probably in it for like good reasons. You're not trying to scam people.
Right.
You're not sending people letters like this is the IRS collecting money from you. But yeah, man, I'm happy that you get a chance to do it. Hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna get you anywhere for it. Hopefully it does.
I'm okay with that. It's fun. It's something that I did as a kid for fun, man. I remember riding my bike to the little corn store and buying packs with my allowance, man.
Mm-hmm. If I could go back in time and talk to little Francis and be like, look, little shit. First of all, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Put your cards away.
Yeah,
put your cards away. Yeah. I talked to my pops. He said that in the attic, he put all my cards and stuff. He knows the spot in the attic. The problem with the attic in the garage is that it was in the attic, It was just like crawl space, and he started putting stuff in there, and then he just sealed it off.
Yeah.
So in order to get to that thing, he's got to tear off the drywall. So I'm like, don't sweat it, Pops. It's probably all damaged up there.
I think what's your nationality? Because you speak the Espanol, right?
Yeah, I'm Mexican.
You're Mexican. I'm Dominican. Talking about your dad threw me back to my sister, because like Latin parents are like hoarders. I don't know why they do that.
Oh yeah, my dad. He don't throw nothing away.
My wife doesn't. I fight my wife to substitute away her mom's stuff. But my sister's the same way. She's like, yeah, I probably have them somewhere in a box, in like a made up attic that wasn't there before. That at some point in time was somebody else's room, but somebody else has either went to jail, went to college, or got a job, and now that is our attic or storage room. Well,
just take the garage for example. The garage of my folks, it's not a garage anymore.
No, right?
It's a storage facility.
I have seen like my family turn like places and offices into things that should not be like places and offices, and I'm always like,
I'm gonna send you some pictures, bro. Like literally, we had like one of those things with the swings called in the backyard, a jungle gym, or where the kids used to swing the monkey bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We moved into my parents' house when I was like probably like 15 or 16, 17, somewhere around that age. And there was a full on, American Dream little jungle gym thing in the back with the
day when you could go outside, yeah.
Yeah, and it is now a backyard shed. My dad put some shingles on there, some I don't know.
I'm surprised he didn't make it into like some type of like closet to like hand things from the monkey bars, but
it's
nuts.
It's legit. The lawnmower's in there, all his tools, the rakes.
I think I love that about it, but at the same time I hate it. Like I completely I don't want to do that with my house. But then again, like I turn my spare bedroom into an office, into like almost a car shop. And so now I understand. It's like, you know what, Dad, you might be right, because nobody was using the attic, right? Let's put some boxes in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
For sure.
Man.
But he says they're up there somewhere, so one day he's gonna go up there and look.
Yeah.
Whenever that one day is, and I'll see if
he'll make millions. At that point in time, he'll make millions.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything good. I had a couple of good cards from when I was a kid. I had Eddie George rookie card.
Oh, for real?
That got mixed up in my friend's cards, and then he carried it in his pocket, washed his shorts, and got destroyed. And then I had a Kobe Bryant rookie card. That one I didn't pull. It was one of my very first purchases at a hobby shop.
Really?
Yeah, I went to go sell some cards that on Beckett said they were $5. The guy's like, I'll give you $1 for them. And I was like, damn. So I bought a Kobe Bryant rookie card.
That is nuts, because like even when I was little, I was always playing basketball or baseball or sports. I was playing, but I was never like collecting the cards. And like now I see a Carmelo Anthony card, I see it now like Iverson card, and I ask myself like, why wasn't I doing this before, like even with football or anything like that? But it's just like different things into it. By the way, we're here to I don't even know where we're here, just kicking it. That's nuts, man. That is nuts. Like back when we were like that young and we didn't know what it was. And now, if we see like a Pikachu, or like if we find a Kobe Bryant like rookie
cards, remember we're all geeking out about that lot of rookie cards, Kobe Bryant cards. I mean, they weren't even rookie cards; they were just Kobe Bryant cards.
Yeah, and I just bought another Michael Jordan lot. I'm like, man, but it's so exciting, and just to be able to just like find that touch, the tint to it, and then if it's a guy that you don't like Karl Malone, you just sell that shit and buy more Jordan cards. I don't think anybody's buying cards, but whatever.
Mr. Still your MVP?
Yeah, right. The Winston Championship. Oh, dude, can we watch can we watch that clip again? I just find it.
It's hilarious. I'm telling you, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's like cinematic.
Mm-hmm. I went into Instagram just to find a video. Oh, Houston has got
Harris yet again.
Oh wait, what did the announcer say?
And unable to put it back, falls hard to the wood, and a foul is called.
There's not like a front announcer. He wasn't like, oh, look at the flop.
No, but they did mention that Donovan Mitchell was not letting go of it, and their disapproval with Donovan Mitchell, which I think was not the point. To me, it's the reffing. I mean, you can let the guys flop all they want, but you also gotta do your job as a referee.
I think you do, and like at that point in time, like, or even the coaches be like, "Hey, can we throw a challenge? Like throw the challenge flag." Because so now they're able to challenge plays, right? Now, like, I get it. I get it that like, and that's why I say it's like it was a bad showing for Mitchell, and like his overreaction to the ref's call was really like what the reason why nobody's really noticing the flop, like. Because it was a great flop. Don't get me wrong. Like, the LeBron James flop was good. But my man over here, like, I think, where's that angle at? When it shows him, like, from the top of the key angle? And, yeah, right here. Like, Gobert is, like, boxing out. You just kind of, like, elbows out. Like, the way you should be, right?
Right.
And B just, like, lands like a...
There was no reason he shouldn't have made that shot either. He should have made that shot and got the
and one.
Came up short. He didn't get a good leap, I guess.
Yeah.
But does he even have to look at? Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. You have to use that shrug. You have to use that shrug and make PSA great again. Come on.
I'm gonna make t-shirts and say make PSA great again for sure. And like, you know what? From now on, anytime something happens to you, I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
What? What?
Tee his ass up.
Like I don't even know, like, and like I get it. I get it. It's a crucial moment in time. You cannot lose your head like that. And it was overtime versus a team that you probably should have beaten because the Jazz are better than the Philadelphia 76ers.
Right. And I'm just gonna throw it out there. I know LeBron is like the LaFlop, he's a champ. Yeah. But since Joel Embiid is in the talks for the MVP, I think he should also be in the talks for the number one flopper.
Wait, hold up. Is that like a hot take, or are you serious about Joel Embiid being in the conversation for MVP?
I think he is seriously in the conversation for MVP. I don't get to see a lot of 76ers games over here on the West Coast, but whenever they're on, I watch them. That's like one of the teams, the Nets, that I'll make sure to watch when the games come on over here.
Dude, we have to get over the. We can't do this right now. You can't tell me that Joel Embiid is in this conversation for.
Oh, he's in the conversations. I believe he's in the conversation, and maybe even in the lead for the conversation right now, man. Somehow, some way, shape, or form, if you watch any early morning ESPN, the understanding that I get is that he came in leaner, in shape. His shot improved, and he's like, I don't know, scoring like in the averaging in the high 20s per game.
All right, so Joel Embiid should not be in any type of like MVP conversation. I get it that he has improved, but that's what you should do as an NBA player. That's what you should do as when a team like they built around you for you to be successful. And like the 76ers, they also said, Ben Simmons, you're not our focus anymore. We're going to feed the ball to Joel Embiid, so we're going to kick out our Horford. And we're going to kick out our Horford so that way you can have the ball wherever you want it. The same, open up space in Tobias Harris, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, as an NBA player, you should look to improve. Now, you shouldn't look to like, you're like an outlier. It's like Joel Embiid shouldn't be there. Like the 76ers are like in the same category as the Utah Jazz. They are pretenders. There's not a guy outside of the starting lineup that you're really afraid of. And honestly, when it comes to the playoffs, the only person you're really afraid of is like the refs.
The refs.
Yeah. the refs can like win you a series if you let them, right? I would love to see the Miami Heat go against the Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
Again, I think this year the Sixers are hotter than the Heat, but it's still early.
Yeah,
it's one of the things about the NBA season. The NFL stands alone with their short season. Every single game matters, and then the NBA, it's why players take games off because they don't all matter.
Yeah.
But I'm looking up his stats right now, and I don't know what he was at last year, but he's averaging 30 points per game, 11 rebounds per game.
He had that 40-pointer. He had that 40-pointer game. Which really quick, a bit of a tangent, but something amazing that I noticed about Joel Embiid's 40-point game, right? It was right after Ben Simmons when he had that career night, right? And Joel Embiid was out. And I think I don't know what team was that let Ben Simmons. I think was it the Jazz that let Ben Simmons score like 40 points?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh man,
Ben Simmons went off like that?
Yeah, Ben Simmons dropped like 30, 40 something points. I want to say it was the Jazz, and they took the L. Yeah, Ben Simmons dropped 42 points. It was, of course, you're not gonna give me a date. It was February 16th. Ben Simmons dropped 42 points. Jordan Clarkson, I'll share it with you. But this is going to come to my point. And this is going to come to my point of why I thought that whole Joel Embiid game was more towards the face of the 76ers and not so much that really care for him dropping 40 something points. So it was February 16th. It was a good night for the Utah Jazz. They won that game. Mr. Ben Simmons over here dropped 42 points without Embiid being there, right? Jordan Clarkson outdid him with 40 points from the bench. Just murder. It was hilarious.
6th man of the year so far, Jordan Clarkson?
Huh?
6th man of the year?
I think so. He could be a starter, and he's not because of Donovan Mitchell. And also because he's just, I think he should be. He's like the next Jamal Crawford in a sense, so a guy that could be compared to. But what I think is crazy about the whole thing with Ben Simmons is that Joel Embiid comes back and he drops 40 points and he gets the win. To me, it's showing the Philadelphia 76ers organization, showing the NBA, is what Ben Simmons was cool. That was so cool. But check it out. And he drops 40 points into it. So,
yeah, I hear you.
And after missing some games, I'm pretty sure those averages are a little inflated because he hasn't played that many games. He played that much lesser games. Then his averages will be better. And I'm not a mathematician, but if you have less game with inflated stats, it really just means that you did not play that many games because you don't have to get the average out for. Let's not question my math.
Math class wasn't my strong suit, or at least it's not anymore.
For me, it was decent. I was good at math. I just hated doing the work for the pre-cal and trying to remember what to do with it. So, so Joel Embiid has played 30 games. He's averaging 30.2 points per game. But whatever, though. Dwight Howard has played 36. That's all I'm saying.
Dwight Howard is doing really good for the 76ers, man.
Yeah.
That guy's talking about somebody that brought their career back.
In a sense, yeah. And he won a championship. He finally got one. I'm sure when he makes it to the Hall of Fame, nobody's going to ask. So you started with Orlando, then went to the Houston Rockets and to the Lakers. Then you went to the Washington Wizards.
He was in the Hawks too. He was with the Rockets.
And now he's playing with the 76ers.
Do you remember where he started?
He started with Orlando. He started in Orlando.
Yeah.
It was him, Rashad Lewis.
Orlando, man.
Yeah, him and what's his name? Something Nelson. JJ Nelson?
I can't remember, man.
Oh, it was something Nelson. And they were they were like the Chris Paul and David West of that team. Like they were just doing alley-oops after. They like mastered the pick and roll. That was a good team. I don't know. I think Dwight Howard.
When he came into the league, or when he was coming to the Lakers, I remember he was on George Lopez show.
Was he?
Like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And he was like announcing his thing. It didn't even last 2 years. I think
the George Lopez show or the Lakers. Oh yeah, the George Lopez show's on for a minute.
Yeah.
Dude, George Lopez is hilarious.
That show didn't last very long.
Yeah, it was a bad matchup, and I think that he went from a place that probably gave him everything that he wanted. Then he went to the Lakers, and he realized that nobody cares about him over there.
Right?
And then he went to Houston. Then he tried to be the big man with James Harden. And
it didn't work out either, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was a bit of a diva too, man.
He was. But like, I don't know. I think it's just like I don't know how to say this because like I've never been into like that high of a diva status in my life. Like I have had some very special years in which I've been popular, I guess. But it sounds so bad.
Man.
The thing about to basketball players and to like real famous people is like they are the shit in like their team. Like we are the shit in our house. Like when I walk into my house, like, oh, my cousins, man, we go wild, right? But when you go to somebody else's house and they don't know who you are, they're like, who the fuck are you? You're not funny. Like, why are you taking my alcohol?
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Wow. Why are you walking in like you own the place? Stay out of my fridge.
Yeah, like first of all, you gotta earn your ways into it. And I don't think that he did that when he went to the Lakers. And he didn't do that when he was with Houston.
But he wasn't humble at all.
Yeah, now he's humble, and I think that's really what improved him. Like now he's a lot more, like you said, like less diva.
Yeah, he's definitely less of a diva. I mean, I saw this whole thing on him. When he was in LA, he went and he like trained at like Manhattan Beach or Venice Beach or something like that. And he was out there playing with the people, and it's something like he was like a regular person.
Mm-hmm.
I think just that sense of I guess maybe making a change in his life that helped him out.
I think so, and like sometimes you need that, man. Sometimes you need either a situation that's gonna humble you out, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like it might suck for him, but it's just like he shows growth, and I think he showed growth when he was playing for the Lakers, and he had to take like a backseat to JaVale McGee a couple games. Like,
somebody said Howard's gonna play for every team in the NBA.
Yeah, that was actually me because I gotta like comment on myself for the time being.
I don't have access to that comment
to Twitch. Just
I thought you know what it is. I didn't sign up for a free page, so maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why.
After I get off with you, I'll sign up for free.
I have comments. Okay, so I guess if you want to,
the only thing I have is the private chat.
Oh, that's lame.
So with the comments, I can see them, but it doesn't have like a text box.
Oh man, that's lame. At least we learned something new today. I wonder if I can give you like access to it. No, I can't.
No.
I can ban you from the studio. I can kick you from the studio. I don't want to do that.
This is my first time. I promise. Yeah. I promise I'll stay on point next time.
I'll be honest, man. Like some of the greatest, like when it comes to like having you on podcast and when it comes to like creating something new, there's two spectrum of it. There's your core people, the people that they're gonna understand your inside jokes.
Right.
And they're going to understand when you go on a tangent for 45 minutes on the Utah Jazz or Karl Malone or like the 76ers or just looking at a picture of Danny Green from the bench, like, bruh, like, and there's...
I watched those years, man. I watched Karl Malone playing. I even cheered for Karl Malone and Jazz when they played against the Bulls.
Really?
Yeah, that was way back.
I think you had to back then. Like it was just like a Cinderella, so there was no hope. There was no hope.
So for me, I get how some of the people hate on LeBron nowadays. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever been that big of a LeBron hater, but the Bulls weren't my team.
Yeah.
The Lakers were my team. So for me, Jordan was the Darth Vader of, you know, of the NBA. You know, he definitely is a staple. He's definitely like the GOAT at the time.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he's still selling shoes. Like, he's not wearing shoes
you
anymore.
wanted to beat him. You wanted the protagonist to get there and beat him, but Jazz didn't stand a chance. Game 6.
They just so the Jazz are like they're a good team. I don't like hating them. I like the Jazz. I like the Jazz. I go watch them. I'm pretty close by to them. I've been to their games. Their fans are crazy. I will forever remember the first game that I went to. Old ladies were like yelling straight up. Like, I'm talking to a lady who was like in her 70s. She was yelling. Yeah, she made my ears she made me rethink of how I hate talk. Like, we need to take this old lady.
I went to Utah once. And I liked it. You could definitely tell that they're into their Utah Jazz.
Yeah,
and
I like their fans. I don't like their ignorance, but I like their fans.
Yeah.
It's because you want to see people passionate, man. I wish like the Indiana Pacers had more fans like that. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, J. Dean, welcome to this. J. Dean said, "Go
Jazz."
Jazz." Yeah, Jazz are a good team. I hope you saw the clip on it. We're making fun of Joel Embiid. Jay, welcome to the stream. He's on YouTube. Can you tell? Like, can you see like the little icons into it? Like, so it's YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Yeah, I can see that it's coming from different areas. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. All right, Dean. Jaden Dean. My bad. I can't read. Like, reading is not my strong suit. It's actually just like talking. But who is your favorite Jazz player of all times? Like, how long have you been a Jazz fan, and are they going to make it past it? Wait. So real quick. So let's say that by some weird scenario that is never going to happen, or maybe not going to happen, the Jazz and the 76ers make it to the finals. Who will you take on a Game 7?
Game 7?
Yeah, or like a Game 6, or like over the series. I say Game 7, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right? Who do I want taking the game-winning shot right now?
Who would you take into it? Like, who will win the series between the 76ers and the Utah Jazz?
The 7-game series? I think the Jazz.
The Jazz win? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah, definitely.
So I give them that one.
The 76ers were lucky to be there last year, man.
Yeah.
They were lucky to be there. I'm not going to say they had no business being there, but they were definitely lucky to be there.
I agree.
The
76ers, Allen Iverson is my all-time favorite player. Like, my argument on why I don't like Kobe has to do with the fact that I watched Iverson play.
Right.
And then, like, I watched this series where the 76ers went against the Lakers and how the Lakers, like,
destroyed Iverson?
Yeah, destroyed Iverson. Like, it was just overwhelming. Like, I would watch those series now. Like, so Jaden Dean said, if you're Donovan Mitchell is a beast, man. Donovan Mitchell is a beast.
Yeah.
Fan of the Jazz for 13 years. Congratulations, man. I hope you get to go to a game. But like watching Allen Iverson, watching Eric Snow, Aaron McKee, Samuel Dalibert, Dikembe Mutombo, and like Lou Williams when he first came to the league, like you watch some guys like they fought the whole time. Like they had to play the Milwaukee Bucks when they had Ray Allen and Damon Mason and that team. They went through everything and everybody, and to get to the Lakers, and you can see Dikembe Mutombo like in perfect English be like, yo, we fucked up. Like, we were not ready for this. Like, this is not. And then we went back to his accent of, I don't know where he's from. And
he's, I don't want to say where he's from. Yeah. I want to say he's somewhere in.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either, but yeah, I love this accent and the finger waving thing. It's still like.
No.
I think Donovan Mitchell's my favorite player from the Jazz, too. I think. Yeah. Well, man, I don't know if he gets a little bit of grief or whatever. I know he got torn apart by Shaq recently this year, but Yeah, did you see that? Shaq told him during the post-game interview that he doesn't think he'll ever get there to that next level.
He's from Congo. So Dikembe Mutombo's from Congo, which, like, this is one of my things for the Jazz is like, look, Shaq dissed you guys, dissed the Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell told me he's not a star, which, don't get me wrong, I don't think that Shaq really was in his right mind. And sometimes somebody has to say some shit, and usually Shaq is that guy. Like, Shaq, whether it makes sense or not. So,
yeah. I always think he was doing it from a good place, but he's still out of line.
Yeah, it was unnecessary because you're putting down a team. Oh man, you've been to 9 Jazz games. That's pretty badass, man. I've been to 3. I've been to 3 Jazz games, and I was hoping to go to more this season, but not yet. But I will. I think that, like, the whole thing with Shaq is like, but they responded to that well because they focused on the game. They got Mike Conley wasn't there for some time, but Jordan Clarkson stepped it up. Everybody stepped it up, and they did the right thing. They focused on themselves, and they were winning games, which is the right way to go about it. The wrong way to go about it is to, like, what they have been doing recently. Because, yeah, I mean, everybody's shitting on the Jazz, and it sucks. Like, it's not fun to get shit on. But at the same time, they're talking about you, right? If Donovan Mitchell wasn't, like, good enough after his like dunking, after his dunk was like a 25, and now it's like a 99. Like, dude can dunk from half court without a problem, like just one hop and a dunk from half court. It's like, be happy that you have the light on you for the right reasons. And the right reason is, Donovan Mitchell, a highlight, instead of the wrong reason, which is like Rudy Gobert going around just like touching the coronavirus is not real. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
that's, and like, maybe like whatever progress they made with Gordon Hayward going in there and taking them to the playoffs a couple of times, with Donovan Mitchell putting them back on the map after he was traded from the Nuggets to them. They took some like 20 steps back to like back on it, and now they're like trying to get back on the map. And instead of being like happy that, like, hey, Shaq, you have watched us play, right?
Right.
They're just a little salty.
Well, it's understandable. It's understandable, and like I said, sometimes they just need a little bit they need that chip on their shoulder. Yeah. And I think that's kind of what Shaq was gonna do. And I'll tell you what, they're gonna have that nice little chip on the shoulder for the second half of the season.
Yeah.
And I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've been hot. They just got to finish it off.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna beat my Lakers. I'll tell you that much.
I don't think they're gonna beat the Lakers either. Jaden, do you think what makes the Jazz a championship team? Like, who or what's their X factor for, since you're watching the show? Give us your answer. What's the X factor for the Jazz? What would they have to do to like beat the Lakers? In my opinion, what they will have to do, they will have to bring in a third option. They will have to bring in a small forward, Harrison Barnes, or a secondary option. Even if they have to give up like Mike Conley, or do like a buyout contract and bring in like Kevin Love. Or Blake Griffin just got a buyout contract. Like,
oh yeah, Blake Griffin's out there.
They need somebody out there.
See nice muscle in there for them.
Yeah, like they're just like one piece away from crossing the line from pretenders to contenders, and hopefully not Cinderella anymore.
Yeah, I definitely think they'll be there at the end. I just think when it's all said and done, they don't have that killer instinct, and they don't have those players. The only player on that team that I worry about is Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's just the facts of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy that I think about when the game's on the line. And
I mean, Rudy Gobert's cool and all, but like I don't see him as like a huge threat to anybody.
Yeah,
nobody's out there aside from like boxing out and like maybe drawing some fouls on him. I don't see anybody going out of their way to like train and prepare to play Rudy Gobert.
Right.
or
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
How's your knee, man? Are you feeling okay?
The knee's all right. It's the foot. The foot. I think it's about time.
About time.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. Like when I had surgery, the doctor told me that I would have to elevate like 24/7.
Yeah.
I got ice the knee. Apparently, I've never had a broken foot before, but your major artery that runs through your leg to your foot is in the back of like by your meniscus.
Yeah.
So the doctor told me to ice it, and I iced it like 5 days after surgery, continuously. But then I stopped. As soon as I stopped icing it, the swelling started. I was like, he told me to ice it, so now I've been icing it the last 3 days.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna try to be like a smart guy and be like I know what a meniscus is, but you should start icing your meniscus so that way that swelling goes down.
You're lucky you never played sports. I think the meniscus is the most commonly damaged ligament in players' knees.
Really?
It's
my meniscus is probably all fucked up, but I'm like
the ligament is the only reason I know that word is because my senior year I partially tore my meniscus playing football. So.
Oh, the new episode is out? Yeah. We'll watch it when Mommy gets here. All right, we'll watch it when Mommy gets here. We have a public service announcement. The new episode of WandaVision is out on Disney Plus.
Oh, no.
We're not sponsored by Disney Plus, but we watch WandaVision in this house. So when Mommy gets here, we're gonna watch that. All right. By the way, Jaden did answer the question for it, or he said I think Jordan Clarkson is the Jazz X Factor.
Oh, he did. He did answer it.
6 wins of the year. I completely I agree with you that he should get, like, we were talking. I don't know how you were watching the show.
We were talking about Jordan Clarkson being 6 man of the year. Yeah,
he dropped 40 points from the bench, playing 29 minutes. He's another guy that he can't create his own shot, but unfortunately, like when it comes to the playoffs, and like my thing with Jordan Clarkson, he has to stay consistent with it. Mm-hmm. And once he gets to the playoffs, teams will prepare for Jordan Clarkson. Like, I do think they will. Like, they'll have a bench guy. They'll have a bench guy. They'll have their 6th man of the year going against him. And, like, it's a bit of a different feeling for it.
That was one of my brother's favorite players. My brother was a huge Jordan Clarkson fan. He was so upset when he got traded from the Lakers, because he was on the Lakers for a while.
Yeah, he went to the Lakers.
Fun fact or trivia: do you know who the only 6th man of the year player to have a shoe deal is?
The only 6th man of the year to have a shoe deal.
Yeah. The only 6th man ever to have a shoe deal. I saw this on Instagram. It might not be like completely 100, but
I really want to say Jamal Crawford. Or like Lamar Odom. Didn't Lamar Odom get his own shoe?
I don't know, but Lamar Odom was the starter at some point.
He was the starter, but I think for the championship.
I don't know about Crawford.
But that's a good question.
Yeah. So from the post that I read, it was Lou Williams.
Yeah, Lou Williams. I could see Lou Williams. And I feel like Lou Williams is another guy that he's just not getting enough love. Like, he doesn't. When he was in Philly, he was a beast. Like, a complete and entirely beast. When he was with Toronto, also a beast. When he went to the Lakers for the couple games that he was there, he was also a beast there.
Oh, yeah.
And now with the Clippers, everybody's like, who is this guy, Lou Williams? Like, no, he's been doing that his whole career. Like, he's nothing new. Jaden, Mike Conley's an all-star now. I don't think Mike Conley, I will have to disagree with you in the sense, like, Mike Conley he's not an all-star now, but I'll give him like 3 reasons on why he's made huge strides in his game. One of them, he's healthy. And when you're healthy and you're not dealing with like meniscus issues, when you're not dealing with like foot problems or like shoulder problems, and a new haircut, that usually helps you out. So like being healthy is probably his biggest thing to it. The other thing that he has actually embraced his role, and he's playing off the ball. Like, because Mike Conley was a beast for the Memphis Grizzlies his whole career. And now he's getting taken to the Jazz, in which he gets there into a new system. and the system doesn't actually requires him to be ball dominant. Right. And I think that's a mentality that it doesn't process very well. Like now he's finally into it. He's finally into it. And also this is like what, year 2 with the Jazz. So like now he's finally buying into Snyder's system. He's buying into the growth that Donovan Mitchell has made. And that has helped him develop as a player, and that has helped him develop, like, help the team out. All-star level, he's probably past his prime. He's a bit of an outlier, and he also missed that opportunity 3 when they could have won it if he would have made the shot, but it just seemed like he rushed in the bubble. We're not talking about that, right? We're not. Okay. It's like when we talk about J.R. Smith. When he brought it back out, we're not talking about Danny Green missing like 2 free throws, right?
No.
We're not going to – no. Danny Green shoots like –
that was rough last year. Danny Green got it. Danny Green was demolished on social media.
Yeah. But, like, everybody made the memes about J.R. Smith, which I'm like, I get it because it's a lot funnier when you're like, oh, Danny Green missed 2 free throws. But, like, I play basketball, man. If I miss, like, 2 free throws, my coach will be like – and, like, I wasn't like I was good, but I always get nervous. So like I would miss my first free throw usually. And my coach, I could see Coach Van Hatch like, what the fuck did he just do? we do this, bro. We do this.
Oh man.
It's
don't forget, and you as a player, I mean, I didn't play outside of high school, but as a player, you only see the plays that you're in, you only remember stuff like that unless it's something big. And I would always film day. I would always trip out. Coach would call you on the smallest things. Like you missed an audible, you missed a free throw, and stuff like that. And it would be in the back of your mind. You still remember it to this day.
Yeah. Like, I remember, we could do this for days. We could do this for days. But I remember like my coach looked at me one time, and because it wasn't my fault, because I read it correctly. Because like every now and then, like I was, the Mike Conley is an injury replacement for. Wait, hold up.
Oh, is he? Oh, that's what he means. Mike Conley's now an all-star player.
Who's he? Was that? Is that? I haven't. That's kind of cool. I haven't heard the news of Mike Conley making it into it.
I've been busy like posting stuff today. I haven't really like read through any of the sports stuff.
I think because I've been so focused on the hate that LeBron James and Kevin Durant showed them that I haven't moved past that. I that's where I got stuck at.
Wow.
But by the way, we talked about that earlier too. Is he a replacement for the All-Star game? I did not know that. If he is, congratulations to Mike Conley. Who is he replacing? Like, that's cool, but at the same time, I wonder if they had like announced that today. Did they? I gotta look it up. Send me, Jake, send me the link for it. Drop it in there. That'd be pretty cool. Like in a sense for that's another win for the Jazz.
Finally named Devin Booker injury. Oh snap! Devin Booker got hurt.
Oh, when did he get hurt?
An hour ago. An hour ago, he just got announced. I don't know when Devin Booker got hurt. It must have been today.
Really?
Devin Booker to replace Anthony. Oh, that was a couple days ago.
No, yeah, Devin Booker's replacing Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but an hour ago, Bleacher Report said Mike Conley named Devin Booker's injury replacement.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jaden Dean for the breaking news, letting us know from 1 hour ago. Actually, we were live an hour ago. That's probably why we didn't see it, because we were.
Yeah, we were on the live.
We were doing the 76ers reaction. So Mike Conley named Devin Booker injury replacement for the 2021 NBA All-Star Game.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it right here. My wife's in here. Hi, baby. We're podcasting. You're good. We're just saying hi. Yeah, I just found it. I just found it right here. I'll share the screen on it. Give me a second over here. I should be right here. So this is what Jaden Dean was talking about with the breaking news, man. Thanks for the breaking news for it. My colleague named Devin Booker the injury replacement for 2021 NBA All-Star Game.
I hope it's not a serious injury for Devin Booker. That's my dude.
I don't like Devin Booker. I don't like his game. I don't like him at all. Like, I feel really bad that I'm saying this at a bad time that he's got injured. So, like, I don't mean it like that. I just mean that I'm not a fan of the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you found it. Thanks for that. Yeah, you just posted a link too on it. Yeah.
I do. I like him. I'm a big Kobe fan. He reminds me a little bit of young Kobe, man. Some of the moves, some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I really do dig some of the comparisons that I've seen on him. Again, I haven't seen many Suns games. You know, it's all Lakers and Clippers over here. But he's a good player.
I don't like Devin Booker's game, and so yeah, he did. Congratulations to my colleague making the All-Star game. I guess yeah. Thanks for the breaking news, man. Thanks for the breaking news. We appreciate that. We've been live for this whole time, so I haven't even been checking my phone or anything like that. I don't like Devin Booker's game. I feel like I watched him play. And you know Michael Bennett, right? He's always on the chat, and he's always on one of the groups with us. He's also starting out. He likes Devin Booker. We were supposed to podcast about this. We're going to go on who would you pick between Donovan Mitchell and between Devin Booker. My pick is obviously Donovan Mitchell. He was picking Devin Booker. I don't like his game. I feel like his stats are inflated. He's a great shooter, above average, definitely above average player. Not a team that will get you really far anywhere. He cannot do it by himself. And for the success that the Suns are having, I would actually credit more Chris Paul than Devin Booker. In the games that I have seen Chris Paul being kind of that lead man, that what's the right word for it? He's kind of the go-to leader.
Right.
And not Booker.
Okay. I think Chris Paul has really helped them a lot this year.
Yeah.
He's definitely a floor general. I hate talking about Chris Brown because it makes me think about when the league blocked the Lakers from getting Chris Paul back in the day.
I don't
remember that.
Yeah.
It would probably be like in high school or something. But
yeah, it's.
I think about that all the time, man. Imagine it would have been Kobe.
Paul was there.
And Chris Paul on the same team.
Whew. It would have been a legit team. Like that would have been
That would have been big time, man. We won two championships there.
I don't think there would have been a championship team.
Thank you for stopping by.
All right, thanks, Jaden, for kicking it, man. Goodbye, man. Have a good night. Thanks for the breaking news. We'll catch you on the flip side, man. Thank you, and good luck to the Jazz for you guys. Hopefully, if you ever see something bad about the Jazz, we're kind of sorry sometimes.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for. I always forget it. Like the wife is always like, "You gotta say like, comment, and subscribe." And I'm over here.
Yeah, everything I ever watch, they're like, comment, and subscribe.
Like as soon as you can go to like any YouTube video, like 30 seconds into, like, hey guys, if you're a new subscriber, or if you just happen to click the video,
like click here.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Right
here. I can like put rainbows and things on it. I can do some crazy stuff with.
Rainbow, God. Rainbow.
I could edit videos and make super dope stuff go in and out of it, but I don't even know how to put it, like the how they do it with the link on it. I don't know how to do that.
Hey, well, probably find a YouTube video.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to know how to do that after. I'm gonna have to look to tutorials or something like that. Man, I cannot believe Devin Booker, and I feel bad. Now I just feel bad because Devin Booker got injured. And I'm over here like, I don't like Devin Booker. Like, so happy.
Happens, man.
But at the same time, I feel like I was also keeping it real, and I'm not gonna be like,
I mean,
now that you're injured, I'm gonna become a fan of Devin Booker.
Yep.
But I do give credit to Chris Paul, so much more credit.
For sure.
And I feel like they have
Donovan Mitchell, because I would pick Donovan Mitchell over Devin Booker.
Over Booker?
Yeah, I think Donovan Mitchell has like a more complete game.
Mm-hmm. Donovan Mitchell, to me, he's more of a creator, and he's more explosive, more of a creator, and his game, just like you said, he has more than just like one game to shoot the ball. I think that also helps out.
All right, man. I think I'm gonna cut out of here.
Me too, man. I just got super duper hungry. I saw my wife.
You know what? I do want to do free agency for the NFL is coming up, right? And
that's true.
Or not free agency, but the beginning of the new year.
The
NFL and stuff like that. So we definitely gotta have something. What could we do? Like a mock draft? That would be cool.
We can. Like mine's gonna be pretty random because I keep no idea with college players.
Oh yeah.
There's like millions and millions.
I would only go like the first round.
The first round?
Past the first round because then I'll keep the first couple of rounds. Like I kind of know like guys just done research, not because I keep up with football, college football. But
we're gonna need this for a week and a half because you know what a new season of college football means, or you know what a new season of the NFL means. That means new rookies, and we need to like collect and sell.
Yeah, well, I play fantasy football, man. I love me some fantasy football, and I know I won one championship this year, but I was in 3 championships, and I lost one to my nephew. I lost to my nephew, and I lost to my sister-in-law in another one.
For real? That's like, I'm not gonna lie, but if one of my family members beat me in fantasy, like usually I smack them like straight out, and I text them in the morning. I'm like a savage. But I won a championship this year in my money league. I won second place a couple of years, but this year I took it, and I took it from Ryan, which felt even better.
Yeah,
so,
I won a money league too, and I got second place in a different money league. So I think I made out pretty good this year.
All right, man.
Well, and I know you're gonna learn this about me, friends. I bring my brother along. We're like super close, and that dude watched college football. He knew he told me about like sleeper players like J.K. Dobbins and
really?
Robinson from the
Jaguars.
How
come he doesn't get enough love? Like that dude had a killer of a season.
Yeah, my brother called it. He's like, I don't know, Leonard Fournette might lose his job, blah blah blah. And sure enough, Leonard Fournette was out of there. I mean, he didn't say that Leonard Fournette would get cut.
Yeah.
But
he kind of won a championship.
Yeah, Robinson was a pretty good player. I mean, he talked about Van Jefferson from the Rams.
Really, I picked up James Robinson in fantasy football because I knew that the Jags they didn't have a good quarterback, and when a team doesn't have a good quarterback and they have a good O-line, they're going to fall back to the run.
Yeah.
So I knew that we're not going to win any games.
My brother was big on Zach Moss, and I was like, well, Singletary was a good running back last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know about Zach Moss, but he did better second half of the year. Zach Moss.
I think Singletary's been in the league for a couple of years now too.
Yeah, Singletary has he? I think he's only been. That was the second year.
Was it?
There's another Singletary. The one that played for the Bears, right?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's one. Was that David Montgomery? I don't know, man. Maybe. I knew that. I knew that last year. So yeah, maybe Singletary was there last year though.
Yeah, but we gotta have like a pre-draft conversation or a live talk about fantasy football. We can include fantasy football in there.
Yeah, I'd be down, and for that one, I'll try not to talk as much because honestly, I need to learn to like the players.
I enjoy talking about football, man. I enjoy talking sports, period. But I think I'm a little bit more in tune with the NFL.
I'm more in tune with like basketball, baseball.
Yeah, you sound like you know more about basketball. I always tell people I'm a bigger football fan than a Niner fan, and I'm a bigger Dodger fan than a baseball fan because I love me my Dodgers. I'll go to Dodger games more than anything. It's like 3 hours away from where I live here in California, and I just don't watch many Major League Baseball games on TV.
Are the Dodgers going to repeat this year?
Absolutely, man.
All right, man. So
we got Mookie Betts, right?
I think your drugs are kicking in right now. So we're gonna end the podcast on that one. Let's go Yankees, by the way.
Yankees, man, Yankees. Yankees have always been. I'm not a Yankee hater. I'm a Yankee enthusiast because the Dodgers sucked for a lot of years.
Yeah.
I would always, Derek Jeter. When A-Rod went to the Yankees, I was kind of like pumped about that. The Latino over there.
It's like
the Yankees.
I swear the Yankees don't actually have any. This sounds kind of bad, but like the Yankees, they should like change that to like Dominican Republic Yankees, like Dominican Yankees, and something like in New York.
Aaron Judge is played college ball here in Fresno, which is like 45 minutes away from where I live.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, Aaron Judge, that dude is. Yeah, I don't even know. That is nuts.
So yeah, I watched Derek Carr play. I worked for a guy that went to school at Fresno State, so he would get football tickets and give us football tickets all the time. And I watched Derek Carr like tear up the Mountain West division.
Really?
Yeah, and that was the only real football college football that I watched. I watched the national championship and stuff like that, but not real like. On Saturdays, I'm getting ready for Sunday.
For real?
Yeah.
I watch UNC games. I went live to UNC games. I went live to Duke games.
Yeah.
I sat on like row 2 of a UNC game, and I watched McAdoo, the last McAdoo that came out, and I watched him play for UNC, and he was a beast. Marcus Page was also a beast for them that year, and I was cheering. It was a beast, baby. And I was cheering for those guys, like when it got to the NBA, and they just didn't make it. Like I hate what they did to McAdoo. McAdoo was more of a hybrid, small forward, power forward. But what's up, Dylan? You came over here right to the end of the show. They made McAdoo a center. I wasn't a fan of that, but yeah. Shout out to Dylan.
Dylan said, "What's up?"
Yeah. All right, man. But it's been about an hour.
Yes, sir.
What's
well,
up,
it
baby?
was nice getting to officially talking me, bro.
Yeah, man.
We'll do it again soon.
Yeah, let's do it soon. And I'm gonna end the stream, man. Hope you guys have a great night. Remember, Luis, I'll post your. Did you see a little live there? You gotta turn the notification. Hey, Dylan, like, comment, and subscribe, like Luis said.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the notification or turn on your notifications, all bells, blah blah blah, that good stuff. Yeah. Hit the rainbows right there.
Hit the rainbows, yeah. And make sure you guys check out Luis on his Instagram channel. And I hope you guys have a great night. Take it easy, Dylan.
See you.
All right.